What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back. It is day 2 out here at Glamis Fab for Christmas weekend, and we are already getting started. Wedo's over there on the tire machine. Got this cool little Baja in here. I'm going to fix a door on this Maverick, and yeah, it's already starting, guys. So you guys stick around. We'll bring it all to you, just like we always do. I did?
Yeah, you did. I watched the video, so it's like for the beginning, I'm like, hold on a second.
Alright guys, so Can-Am in, Maverick R. This is actually a newer Can-Am Maverick R. Stuck axle. Can't get it out, and I'm gonna weld the slide hammer to it and give it the beans and get her out of here. Car, yeah, it's just like you said, these things sit in Castaic, right? Yeah. So it's really moist up there, the lake's up there, and they sit outside, so maybe some moisture got in there somehow, and they get rusted in, and it's what they do, you know. So we'll get it welded up, and we couldn't get that one out that was over there. Put a front axle in this one. Your helmet's above you there. Put a front axle in this one. I hate Can-Am fronts. They're such a pain in the butt. It took me like 40 minutes to do it. Sometimes they go quick. Sometimes it is what it is. But starting to slow down just a little bit. There's a little bit of a lull, but all right, guys. Next car in. Little electrical issue on this Holly setup. He said every time he went up the hill and it bottomed the car out, the ECU shut off and blew a bunch of fuses. Turns out that in this old Holly system, the white wire for the screen, they have it tied down. I was right, wasn't I?
Wow.
They have it tied down to the ignition wire in here, and it's a direct short to ground. So you can pull this side. It's clear.
So
Go ahead and pull it.
Oh, well.
Yep. Well, boss, there's your problem.
There it is.
Not sure if I could fix that, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
This is the second time I've been on your channel.
Yeah, second time you've been on their channel. We're going to drag this in and have a look, see if we can't get it fixed. So I'm going to see if I'm sorry, guys. See if I can cut that out of there. I'm going to bypass the splitter plug and just go right from the screen right to the CAN bus cable. Starting to get crowded. Well, I was bleeding some brakes over there. I finished up the troubleshooting on this car. Turned out it was the screen. The cabling was shorted out, and then the ignition wire was dead. I put a new switch in, ran a new wire, tied it into the ignition. This one's done, and now I'm going to go out and work on the one out here that runs for 10 or 15 seconds, and then it dies. So I'll get back over on this one and see what's going on with it. I finished troubleshooting that car out there. Looks like we got a bad ECU. They did some welding on that car, that Tatum with the ECU in it, and probably this one right there probably hurt the computer. Got this one in here, had a little crack in the frame, got that welded up. So all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, Mac Gordon here, dropping off some parts for us from his dad. Thank you again, Robbie. And hey guys, getting them back in the dunes. Wedo and Joe are over here working on this typical deal. This happens a lot out here, right? We see this a lot. So we got to weld nuts in there and extract them. And then luckily CBM just shipped us the bolts. So we have bolts to replace them with. That's what those Allen head bolts were for this exact thing. Yeah. So yeah, I got distracted to do something else, but they extracted the bolts. And like I said, they CBM just shipped us these. They just came in 2 days ago. And remember, we kept going, what are those bolts for?
CBM. Right here, lower bolts.
Lower bolts. They're pretty common on these. They break a lot. So, but we'll get another one back in the dunes, boys. All right, guys, we got this one in. Haven't seen one of these yet. A Segway Villain. Segway, but it's not electric. Pretty cool.
They're making a hybrid.
They're going to make a hybrid use. Wow.
Yeah, it's in production. Well, they're not in full production right now.
Dual overhead cam, 1000cc machine. Ooh.
Yeah, 1000 non-turbo, but pretty impressive.
Wow. I don't like the oil filter upside down like that, but yeah. Trailing arms look like Razor or Can-Am.
It's like 330 horsepower.
Wow, they look like Can-Am trailing arms, Dave.
Yep,
They do.
They pretty much copied all the cams, dimensions, and everything.
Huh.
Oh, this guy's in trouble.
Don't turn left so well.
Ruh-roh. Here's another one. Oh, she barely held together. Ooh.
Ryan Molodeck says hello.
Lift up to. Yep. I got those whip tabs welded up on the Segway. It's out of here. And they got that bent back. I'm going to weld that up and then it's got to be good to go. Another one back in the dunes. We haven't heard that in a long time. The dunes won again. That was Joe's favorite. Yep. And guys, I don't know if you noticed in the video, Joe's a little slow this weekend. He had a bit of a fall, snow skiing. But believe it or not, he wasn't skiing, right? You were just standing, you know.
Yeah.
So he's hurting a little bit, but he's making it do. We're getting everything done, and we'll make it happen.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, a couple broken ribs. All right, guys, next car of the day in. We are going to put some weld washers here on these limit strap holes, because the other side's ripped out completely. So I'm going to stick those up there, weld them in, and get another one back out having some fun. All right, so it is the next day. I've got this car in here. Had to weld up a couple cracks in the frame. Dave's working on a pipe over there. Wedo and I are going to be pulling the motor and transmission out of this car. It's getting a new transmission, and I'm going to go check out this Speed out here. Just went and checked out that Speed. Really cool four-seater. Joe's out there talking to the owner, and I'm going to jump back over here with Wedo, and we are going to get this motor pulled out. All right, guys. Well, it is morning time, and I hear him coming, so somebody's already hurt. Ambulance is down there waiting, so somebody obviously got hurt. Wedo and I got the motor out of this one. Trans is about ready to come out. These guys are working on a starter. We got some fabrication over there. Dave's working on something over here. So starting to pick up today, boys. Got the old transmission out. New transmission's in. Starting to get it bolted up, and yeah, get another one back in the dunes, boys. Any other carnage comes in, we'll try to bring it to you. Starting to get a little bit busy. A few cars coming in. We've got the trans in, the motor's back in. I'm going to start redoing the wiring. Wedo's getting the bottom done. We've already got the CVs hooked up, shifters hooked up, so this thing will be ready to go in just a few more minutes. All right, so we're still working on the motor out there. Wedo's cutting the plate. I'm going to weld some stuff under this Toyota. Just weld some tie rods there, and it's getting pretty crazy out here. So, and Mike from King stopped by. Got the Toyota welded up. Welded some stuff on the steering column under there. Joe's torching some stuff over there. And it's getting crazy, boys. What are you doing? That way. Oh, you're gonna plate them. And we're almost done with this car. Tranny's back in. We're just finish up the final stuff on the wire harness. And this thing should be done in a few. As long as it doesn't keep getting insanely busy. So hey guys, this is a life of working at Glamis Fab, man. It's constant, non-stop, car after car after car after car. So let me get back to it. Oh, and this is that's brutal. Another car came in from Glamis Rescue. They got him out of the dunes. Got him back over here so we can get him fixed up. Your car? Oh, his car. Oh yeah, you guys are from Glamis Rescue. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I want to be Insta famous.
Well, you're gonna be. You'll be on the channel for sure. How far out were you?
Probably slide.
Oh shit. So that was a ride. So got another one on the trailer here. Me and Wedo are almost done with that. So what are we doing here, boys?
Snap lower ball joint bolts. So the lower ball joint has this little knuckle that comes off of it, and the bolt is sheared off. So we need to get that welded, like that welded, and that's pulled out.
Cool. We'll get another one back in the dunes here in just a minute. It's getting busy out here for a Sunday, boys. We're gonna weld some nuts on the bottom of those guys, get those extracted, and get some hardware, get the sink bolted back up. All right, guys, so we finished this thing up, and we went to go fire it up, and we noticed that fuel was leaking out of the positive terminal of the fuel pump. There's the fuel that was leaking. Looks like it's probably been leaking for quite some time, so we're gonna go ahead and put a fuel pump in this thing. Right, guys, transmission swap in the Subaru car is all done. It's starting to slow down here just a little bit. Really busy for a Sunday. You guys can see how busy it's been. And then next thing for me is to weld up this little steering stem on this quad. Next one in, trailer on a trailer, broken off spindle. So I'm gonna drag the big welder out here, burn that thing in, and get another one on their way home. Spindle back on. Hopefully he'll get them home. And Wedo's working on a tire, and it's getting dark, but we're still here working away. I can definitely vibe on this car. Probably a K24. Yeah, K24. Nice blue valve cover. I like it. Obviously turbo, probably on K Pro. What's it make? 260. So is it an A2 or an A4? A2. K24 A2. Cool. If you didn't know, I'm a Honda guy.
Yeah.
Like a big Honda guy. I have an 850 horsepower all-wheel drive B-Series car.
Yeah.
Freaking sick, dude. Nice intercooler. Thing's dope. All right, guys, you got a crack in the trailing arm right there. And then welded it up. And, yep. Fixed another little crack. And get another one. Back in the dunes. Like I said, this thing's pretty cool. K24, I love the blue valve cover. Bitchin' little car. See, this thing friggin' hauls ass. Old school, like Chenoweth style car. Cool dash. So just to show you guys, this car is probably $800 to $1,000 if you can find it on Marketplace. And then this guy had a K24 laying around, just threw it in, put a turbo on it, out here having a good time. So like I said, guys, it doesn't cost a whole lot to get out here. You can buy something cheap, throw a decent motor in it, and come out here and have some fun. It's even got a trailer hitch. So this guy's done. We got another one coming in for a weld, and another one back in the dunes, boys. Hell yeah. All right, so Dave's working on a tire over there. I got this Razor coming in. It's got a broken sway bar mount, and he's gonna back it in here. I'm gonna get her welded up, and someone's coming in with a freaking trailing arm. Uh-oh. More than likely will. Come on. Come on, keep going. More. There you go. Oh, yeah. Big old broken sway bar mount. That's what happens when you're in them big ass Sandcraft links. Rips that right off the frame. So look how thin that is, guys. As compared to the link size he's running. Look at those things. Big troubles. All right, guys. Got this one welded up. Welded the sway bar and link mount back onto the frame. And another one back in the dunes, boys. We're just about finished up. Got a couple more things to weld up. And then it's dinner time. Oh, starving. So this one's all done. I got to weld up this trailing arm here. And I think that'll be it. is the next one for me. It's that trailing arm with the spud ripped out. As you guys saw a second ago, you saw me hitting this with a torch. The reason we do that, a lot of people ask in the comments, why do you guys torch everything? We torch it to burn off the paint and powder coat. That way, if you ever decide to repowder coat your arms for whatever reason, there's not a bunch of grind marks in it from us grinding on it with a grinder to get the paint off. It stays nice and smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit this back in here. I'll tack it up, and then I'm gonna burn this thing in and get another one. Like I always say, boys, you know that the right way to fix this would be to cut this off, straighten it all out, fix it all up right, put a new spud in here. The problem is that these people are probably stuck out in the middle of the dunes right now. So I'm gonna weld this back together, down and dirty, so they can get their car out of the dunes and either back in the trailer or back to doing some duning, but they are probably broken out in the dunes. I went ahead and got this burned back in and had to make a couple passes there. For the love of Burnett. So yeah, we'll let this cool off for a minute, give it back to them, and they can go get that car out of the dunes. That's a wrap on this one, guys. Don't forget, you only have 2 days left to place your order on theduneaddict.com to get entered to win those 15-inch Rogue sand tires, fronts and rears. So just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder of that. As always, make sure you give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.